chart. So that being said,
hello everybody.
We can see
welcome
that we
to another live stream with Mint Markets, the first
up move in this session
live stream
from
this
the
year.
9:30 opening. Around
I hope
13
everybody
handles so
is
far,
well and you had a great holiday.
I had too bad.
Great holiday and I took some time off the charts.
A little
I'm
market
just
structure shift here.
Back in front of the charts this week, trying to get into the market again.
Let me show you what I mean. We have a high, a low.
We will start right away with our analysis.
Higher high. So this high is being broken. So the low is taken.
If we can find
here the
some
lows,
useful
and then we have a break of the high again, and since then we move. So this is what I view as a short-term market structure shift, a bullish market structure shift, and we saw higher prices subsequently.
Start with
we have a high here, so I think it's likely that we see this high at
Forex Factory calendar.
4.25.
And before we start, please keep in mind that
as well,
all being said and done in this video only reflects
nice move already.
Our personal opinion and is not a trade advice. We operate in a demo account. If you do any trades or investment decisions based on what's being said here,
because
you might lose real money.
Starting the session.
Let's start with our Forex Factory calendar.
That doesn't matter.
We had CPI news today at 8:30 New York time. And
the setups and the opportunities.
We will see if we find something in my
at the
personal AM New York session starting from 10 o'clock
at the end
to 11
the trading window I'm using, which
New
is
York time.
10 a.m. New York AM time to 11
is the
a.m. New York
ICT Silver Bullet, and I will give you my analysis.
Two fair value gaps here. 1 minute. I will explain a little bit later.
My opinions today.
Some retracement into this
gap. First, my routine is always to check the calendar. We know that the high impact news
would have been decent enough.
Is already behind us. We had
short-term day trade.
Nice drop here during CPI. We had a retracement here now ahead of market opening at 9:30, and now we dropped again.
What I want to see.
We are still. What I'm monitoring is we have a range here.
If we take out this high and maybe find strength
high
to
here
continue
at about 4.837.
If you
to the low here at 4.802.5.
If we
and then
go on the regular trading hours,
we are kind of in a consolidation. We're still in the range. Here is the 50% level
range gap,
and I'm
which we
observing
had yesterday here.
If we can break out of the range
that with annotation already
here,
that would be great.
So we have now.
So I borrow that.
We have now 10 o'clock
on the 5-minute chart. We can pretty well see that we
so
stopped trading yesterday.
Trading session has
for
officially started.
New York time,
and I will guide you through my
9:30 today
routine.
on Wednesday. And so there was no trading.
Let me mention
we can see this
in the very beginning
gap here, and that's what I'm annotating. So I'm taking the high.
You can follow us
the close
on
of the
Twitter at Mint Markets FX. I will post there live streams and personal
this shaded area
trades also taken in between. So okay, let me just. That's an old video here. And let me guide you through my personal routine. And I would be happy if you subscribe the Mint Markets Twitter channel to get any update. So let's start with the daily chart here. I will remove the previous annotations here. At the daily chart, you can see we had a so far bullish fair value gap, daily fair value gap here. We have only a body here and no immediate price action to the left and to the right. So this shaded area here is a daily bullish fair value gap. And we have the daily high of today was already broken. Daily low of previous days on Wednesday 10th is here at 4786. So what am I thinking? We had a retracement here. We took out this low here and we rallied since. Now we are almost back. We almost took out the previous high here from Friday, December 29th and Thursday, December 28th. But so far it seems we had not enough steam to take that high out, and we have since retraced significantly. So, and we have touched this wick here of this down close candle here from daily Tuesday 9th of January. So that's a potential support area here. We have touched the wick and we will see if that gives us support here. We have, what I'm looking is at the high of the wick. We had some retracement here, the midpoint of the wick and the body of the candle here at around 479775. But nothing really that excites me on the daily chart except that down close candle here. Also we have a previous daily fair value gap, so that could also be of significance. That could be a support level. And we have on the upside we have today's high and the previous highs of Thursday, December, so Thursday the 28th, December 2023 high here, which is 4841.5. So the other shaded area you can see on my chart is this 4-hour fair value gap, this body candle with no price action to the left and to the right. Immediately you can see that we have traded through here, and yeah, we have just broken this range to the downside. So we can see that we had that we have touched now the daily fair value gap on the downside, and we have traded lower since the retracement after CPI. We have a fair value gap here that would have been a potential short entry here, but we missed that, and it seems like we missed the boat. So the entry of my trading setup was right away at 10 o'clock. There was the silver bullet entry here, and it drops. So looks like the opportunity is gone for the moment. Pretty heavy to the downside at the moment. No other opportunity, or no opportunity to get short at the moment. So we have to wait if there's anything else coming up. So we have a market maker sell model here. Liquidity is here, down here below these lows here. We have a low here, a low here. The low here is 4787.75. So I think that is a potential target. We have another low here, a lot of liquidity here before the up move. Let's see how we react in this daily fair value gap, if this acts as support or resistance. I would assume that we get some risk, that we get some support here. So I would assume that we go lower from here, that we trade through this green candle and go lower. At the moment it's been very heavy. Fair value gap that should lend support to the downside is this one. We might see a breakaway gap here. I think we will just go lower from here. We have this daily fair value gap here, and if we trade through it, we might just stay heavy and go lower. That's what I think. And let me annotate the low here. That's our target here. I think we are going to take out liquidity below here, but we are in a deep discount already, and there is no entry opportunity given my model so far. So I guess we can just lean back and watch price melt down. So what I also want to annotate, pretty late, but want to annotate the opening range. A gap from today. That's the gap between yesterday's trading and today's market opening. And it's pretty far away already, so it's not a factor most likely in today's trading session, but I will annotate it anyway. So it's the closing price of Wednesday and the opening price today. And we can draw it out until $4 New York time today. So this opening range gap let's annotate it. This opening range gap here let's maybe align it to the right. And let's align it inside. Maybe at the bottom. And we will see if it becomes a factor. I think not in this session. This opening range gap usually acts as support and resistance, and depending if we are above or below it. Seems like I'm tired today. Yeah, so what I want to annotate as well is the New York midnight price on the 5-minute chart. So I use that as a kind of an overbought, oversold indicator. A very influential price level. Let's get back on the electronic trading hours for that. Midnight is here. So we can see that the price came after the drop at CPI. Price came back up above the New York midnight price, where that's in a premium. So if I'm bearish, I want to sell above the New York opening price. Now we are way below the opening price, so that's not a premium. That's, if we would sell now, we would sell way too expensive. Way too cheap, sorry. And what I also want to annotate is the 830 price, but the opening at CPI, we don't really need to annotate it because it's very similar to the New York opening price today. Yeah. And we took out the low here. We almost took out the second low here, where all the sell side liquidity is. Let me annotate it here. Sell side liquidity below here. So that is my back kills me today. Played tennis today. And now I can't move. Yeah, so sell side liquidity below here. We have taken the first sell side liquidity already. Let's see if we go lower here. We have lows here, second low. Second significant low, in my opinion. So that was the first significant. We have rated that. We have a fair value gap here. So that's also possible target here. And we have liquidity below here. And last but not least, we have liquidity below here. let's see what we get. We also have a bullish order block here, so that's the down close candle here at Tuesday, 9th January 2024 at 8 o'clock. That is a potential support level. So let's see if we break that as well. We need a lot of energy on the downside to break that as well. First liquidity is taken, so we can watch now if we have a follow through. We can see now if we have the strength to go lower, or if we have a retracement back up, if that sell side liquidity rate was kind of enough. And so we have our sell side liquidity. Where is our potential buy side liquidity? Our potential buy side liquidity is here. I would for buy side liquidity, this is buy side liquidity. Also we have imbalance here, so draw on the downside is liquidity below here. The fair value gap here we almost touched, and the potential this low here. And on the buy side we have this fair value gap here on the 15-minute chart. That might be interesting, or the highs up here before the drop at CPI. So let's see if we get a drop lower, or if we find if we see a turning point here after the sell side liquidity was taken here. For a huge drop for the bears, this reaction is not favorable. So this reaction we see here now, the rally after the drop, that's actually a bullish indication that's not supporting the idea too much that we see another heavy drop lower. We might have seen a short-term low here after taking out this sell side liquidity, because if we would have been bearish, I would have liked to see a follow through and heavy prices, not that much of a retracement. We are also back above this daily fair value gap here, so that's actually a sign that we are short-term bullish, at least for now. And we're also back in this fair value gap. We took out the high here, so actually my mind is shifting bullish now. We had sell side liquidity taken. We had a short-term market structure shift here. We took out this low here at 10.12 on the 1-minute chart, and we have displacement to the upside. So we have a fair value gap here formed so far on the 1-minute chart. I'm going to annotate it here. And now we have another one. And the low here 479,625, and the low here 47625. So that's actually a fair value gap entry. I'm thinking to take a long. I wanted to see a move into this fair value gap, but it just gave me the same price. It didn't really go into there. So Now it starts running away. Not too happy about it. I would like to get the chance to go long here, but it's a little bit too fast for me at the moment. Didn't give me the chance to react. Now it seems like it's running away. I would have liked to take a long position here, and with a target, I would have targeted this high here, and I would have put my stop below here. That's a 5-6 pip stop. So below this candle at 10.17, that's where my stop I would have been. So that's my trade idea. I would have liked to enter if it would have given me more time at or a better entry opportunity actually. So say here is buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. I'm going to take a close proximity entry here. And I will put my stop below this candle slow here. And I will put my target. I will take a low hanging fruit target, so I will not go for the absolute high. I will take my trade off at the fair value gap here. I will use that as a target, as a draw on liquidity. Let's see. I would like to see higher prices from here. Why? Because I might be wrong, but what I'm thinking is I'm still maybe a little bit rusty from the holidays. But what I'm thinking is we had sell side liquidity taken here. We had a move up since, and we're above this daily fair value gap here now, and we have actually a 5-minute fair value gap here as well. Let's see, and 3-minute, and I have my stop below these two 1-minute fair value gaps, which is basically also representing the 5 and 15-minute fair value gap in this area. So I would like to see a rally from here. I would like to see that we take out this high here at 10.22 with speed and magnitude. I don't want to see a chop here or a big retracement down into these levels here. I mean, it's okay to touch this daily fair value gap high here. It would be okay to go kind of into the midpoint and go into these fair value gaps or the 5-minute fair value gap, but ideally I would like to see strength and speed from here right away. At the moment it's a little bit lethargic. I will actually reduce the risk a little bit because I think I will take some off after we take out the high here. Now we took out the high, even though it's a small one. Reason why I'm reducing risk here is because I'm actually I have a very large stop here. Well, not very large, but it's 7.5 pips. Usually I prefer stops which are within 5 pips range. So here I have a little bit more, so I reduce the risk here a little bit. I feel more comfortable with a potential loss of 1,000 than with even more. And also I don't want to see too much stalling here. So I took one partial off here above this, or at this short-term high here, just to reduce the risk, and also it's a kind of logical level. And now I'm just sticking to my trade. I might be a little bit rusty coming back from the holidays, and I will commit to my trade idea. I will stick to it. I will leave the stops for now and also the take profit, and we'll see if it pays out. So far we had a small partial win of 125. We are at the account balance basically at the beginning of the year at 185,190. I will try to build up the demo account throughout the year. My target is 100% return for the year. That's what I'm aiming for. Last year I didn't trade too much in demo. I did live. I was focusing more on my personal live account, but I had a 60% return on the demo account last year in 2023. I think that's acceptable for now. I will put this down here so that we get a little bit more to see from the charts, a little bit more range here, bigger window. And so far so good. I like that we have bodies closing up here, and I would like to see strength here. And we have the same high here. I think we have almost high comes in at 480150, and now we have 480150, so the same height. Now we took out the high here. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking one partial off, and now I will move my stop up a little bit because we have taken out this high, so I don't want to see this high being broken from here. So I will move my stop now. I will reduce the risk. I will move my stop to below this consolidation here, and it should be safe from here, I think. And also I removed the total risk now, so the trade is basically risk-free now. We have a partial profit of around $400, and we can only lose 175 now, so whatever happens from here, we are net positive. And also we have another fair value gap formed here, so that's another support area here. So this should hold price above anyways. We could, if I would be willing to pyramid my trade, I could be taking an entry here, but I won't do it for now. I will stick with my current position here, and I will wait and see if we hit the bullish upside target. I think we have a reason to go up. We have buy side liquidity here. We have a fair value gap here. So let's see what we get. I actually don't want to see it come back down all the way through this consolidation and through this bullish order block here, 1020. I moved my stop up already. I might get stopped out here. However, I'll be net positive at least on the trade, so no loss. Don't like this reaction too much here. That's not good. Yep, and stopped. However, still a small gain today, not much, around $200 demo money we were able to make today. So I'm not abandoning my idea totally. I still think we can go up here, but it retraced back into this fair value gap, into the daily here, took out the liquidity here, and I moved my stop up after taking partials. So I'm fine with being stopped out. It didn't respect this fair value gap here. I annotated here. You can see we bought 5 into here. We sold 2 in here, 1 in here, and left the rest. And now I got stopped on 2 here after moving my stop. Yeah, not the ideal outcome. But better than nothing so far. I mean, if we can still, maybe my stop movement was a little bit too aggressive. We can see that we have, I mean, we have here a 15-minute bearish fair value gap, so that's a conflicting analysis here, and we have now retraced into the 5-minute bullish fair value gap here, so it might just, this might just has been a retracement, and we might still see higher prices. However, also on the 3-minute, this would have been a trade entry long here. However, at the moment I'm stopped. I'm not trying to rush into this again. I think that my trade idea, my target is still valid. If I would have kept my stop below here, I would not have been stopped out. So I guess so far it seems that my stop placement has been too aggressive. And I could have probably, my trade could have probably panned out if I would have kept my stop below here. However, we will see. We need to take out this high quickly now. I don't want to see it consolidate here, go lower, go higher, go lower. Then we're in a classic consolidation. If my trade is good, if this was here just a run on stops and we still see higher prices, I want to see it move now from here. I'll put this away, it's a little bit distracting. We can see an inversion fair value gap here. You can see that we have a bearish fair value gap here. We traded through it, and this kind of acted as support so far, not here, but here. I will put this away as well. So for this fair value gap had the nicest support. And let me do a swing projection here as well. I would like, I take this high to this low and I'm projecting it up, and we can see that we have one standard deviation here, two standard deviations here, three standard deviations here. So let's see what we get. Another fair value gap entry here. I will get back into the trade with the two positions I got stopped out with, but now it's moving away. And what I wanted is this fair value gap here. I missed it. We got an entry here, and we can expect higher prices. At least I could put my stop here and feel safe as long as my trade idea is correct. And if it stops me out, then my trade idea is definitely to abandon for the session, because then it's just too choppy. So this low should not be taken out again on the downside. So if we take out this low, I'm not interested in taking any long trades anymore. So actually this low here, 4794.25, this low needs to hold. This should not give way. If we lose this low here, I'm not interested in any long trades for the session. So far it looks okay. I want to see bullish up close candles from here to support my idea. Maybe then we will get this fair value gap here and this buy side liquidity here. Also we have a fair value gap. We have a bullish order block here, this red candle. The midpoint of this bullish red candle, this bearish red candle at 1034, the midpoint should hold. So now we are back into this fair value gap, but I'm not trusting it for now. This decline here is suspect to me also. We might still go higher, but I lost a little bit faith in this trade. I think I will just keep my small win for today and stay out. I'm not pushing my edge today because I'm not trusting it. So far. Was a nice little scalp, at least. Could have been like a nice little scalp for 5 pips. I think the entry was kind of here, right? And yeah, so we caught at least 5 pips today, which is nice, bread and butter. And this reaction I don't like too much. We have a down close candle here into this fair value gap again. I mean, let's see, but we would need an immediate confirmation of this bearish order block, of this propulsion block, in my opinion. We would need a big up close candle supporting this down close candle to see higher bullish prices, in my opinion. Maybe we get that, maybe not. It's kind of not a really high probability scenario, in my opinion, because we have reasons for price to reach for both sides. I think the upside is a little bit more likely because we have kind of completed the market maker sell model. We have taken out sell side liquidity here, so, and retraced since then, so it looks like it doesn't want to go lower for now, but we still have some bearish PD arrays here. We have this fair value gap and some other PD arrays. So I can see both sides, and if you can see both sides, that's not extremely high probability. But looks a little bit like seek and destroy at the moment. Not trusting. I would still, gun to my head, I would still take the long, I would still favor the long side here as of now, again, as long as we do not take out this low here, but it looks dangerous. It looks like seek and destroy profile, kind of. But gun to my head, bearish, bullish side to favor. But we're exactly in the middle of the range from here to here. From here to here, we're exactly in the middle of the range. What I want to take is the ranges, the previous day ranges still. So we had the morning session range from 2 2 to 5. And previous day's ranges. Let me annotate the previous. I'm annotating the previous day's PM session here, the high and the low. Because that gives me targets for liquidity. So we can see the high was here from previous days session, the low was here from the PM trading session. We have taken out the high here, we have taken out the low here. So, and at the moment we're kind of consolidating. Then we have the range here from 12, from 9:30 to 12. So we have taken out the liquidity of the previous day completely. So we have here the AM session of the previous day of Wednesday, 10th, 2024. We have taken out this low here. We have taken out the low here and the highs as well. So liquidity targets to the downsides are taken. Again, we have more liquidity here and a potential liquidity target here. And let's go back to our trading example. So that's what I said. That's why I didn't take another trade, because it looked suspect to me. It didn't look really bullish. And we have now taken out the low here at 10.34. So I'm not trusting it to go higher anymore from here. So I'm neutral now. So for now, I'm abandoning my bullish target. Doesn't mean that we don't go there later today, but for this session, which is basically where we have 10 minutes left, I'm abandoning my idea and I will stay on the sidelines. We're now starting the macro from 1650 to 1050 to 1110. So let's see if we get a move from here. At the moment, it looks like it wanna do another attempt going lower. But at least we got a little bit out, got almost 250 out of today. Even though my trade idea was wrong, we took partials, we moved the stop, and it was not a loss. That's success making money when you're kind of wrong, even though the target did not got hit. So we do not need these ranges anymore. For me, they have lost their significance by taking out the liquidity. I mean, we have buy-side liquidity above here, but that's obvious, I guess. That's pretty obvious in my opinion. And it looks like we want to go lower. Another attempt going lower. We have a market structure shift here. On the 1 minute chart, we have a low, a short-term low being broken. We have a high, a low, a lower high, and a break through this low. So that's now a shift bearish, but I'm not confident taking another trade in this session during this environment. We missed the first move. The best move would have been the short here at right at 10 o'clock. We had a fair value gap entry here. It pushed lower, took out our sell side liquidity, retraced since then. We scalped a little bit of that retracement out, and now it did not have enough strength to go higher. I still suspect that we will go higher at some later point in the day or in the week. I think it's this, we have equal lows here, equal highs here, one higher high and a lower, one high and one low, and I think that at some point in time we might come back up here, go back into these fair value gaps, and maybe take out these highs as well. But so far I have to stick with the bearish price action for now. Five minutes left today's trading session. If you liked the stream so far, if you like us to continue with our live trading sessions, and would be cool if you can leave a subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can do that by going on the Mint Markets channel and hit the subscribe button here. Would be cool if you like the video as well. And if you want to see other trades posted by us, or receive information about the channel and what is planned in the future, would be also cool if you could follow us on mintmarketsfx.com if you like. Let me check something here. Let's check the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq looks pretty similar. We had a higher high initially first, so there was SMT divergence. You can see we had a higher high here, and in the ES we can compare that. Let me try to compare that. Where is the compare button again? Oh, can't find it at the moment. Would like to compare. Yes. I would like to compare that, but I would like to compare that in a new pane. Okay, I will play with it later, but you can see that we have a higher high here and a lower low at the same time in the S&P. So that's an indication that the S&P wants to go lower, and it did in fact. So let's put that away. And besides that, the Nasdaq looks pretty similar to me. We still have liquidity below here, so Nasdaq was not able to take out all the liquidity here so far. And so far it was also not able to make a lower low. We might see that later, nor was the S&P. I think, yeah, looks pretty similar. All right, the trading session, my personal trading session ends at exactly 11 o'clock New York time. So that's now. So I personally can't take any other trades outside of the time window, even though there might be some trades forming. I hope you liked the stream. I hope you maybe watch it at a later point. I hope you got something out of the opinion and about the analysis. I will try to do this every day as often as I can, as long as my personal life allows it. And I will do live executions, demo trade executions in front of you, give you my opinion, my analysis. Let's see, I will try to be back tomorrow again. Let's see what the market does later today. I might take some trades in the PM session. If I will try to post them on Mint Markets on the Twitter account. I wish you a great day or a great evening, depending where you are in the world. And all the best. See you next time. Bye.